Diyan sumabit si Spider-Man eh. Natin lobster crab, shrimp shrimp sandwich. Yun yung crab.
Where's your parents' master? Don't worry about
Hello. Sa likod mo. Yan, sakay kami ng bangka. Boarding na yata. Boarding na yata, bilis sa namin.
Okay. You bring the Balot? No? You don't have my Balot? Oh man.
I think I'm free.
Oh, that's
Because-
my favorite.
Because he pay.
Okay.
Okay, Manuel. Welcome aboard.
He looking for Balot.
How about the Balot?
Sanmig light.
And the Sanmig.
There's a bonnet right there if you need it. No problem. Sit wherever you like.
Come on down, guys. 1 hour, 20 bucks.
Yep. Okay, you got it?
Onto the Golden Gate, round Alcatraz, now boarding.
Be careful, okay?
What's up, Tommy?
I'm free
Michael.
because he pay.
You're free because he paid, huh?
Yeah. My brother, my daughter.
Now boarding. Right up underneath the Golden Gate. Girls, wanna go? 20 bucks.
Dito na kami sa bangka. At kami ay pupunta sa Alcatraz. Ito yung mga say hi. Hi. You shy? Hello. Hola. Hi. I'm riding a boat.
It was what?
There's the
16
sea.
years, 17 years ago. 2006.
Excuse me.
The Golden Gate. I got it. We're gonna go over here now. Onto the Golden Gate Bridge. We're leaving at 2:30.
Say hi.
Ikaw ba nag-push mo eh?
Nakasan loob.
Mana, half day lang yun. Half day. Oh. Ay mo na 6 o'clock hanggang alas 12. Oh. Kasi nga lang malayo-layo ng konti. Oh, nagpipilit naglilinis ng isda oh.
Wherever you like, there's a restroom, bonnet right there if you need it.
Magaling yun, dalawa lang sila. Walang tao. Kukuha ng isda yan. Nalinis na eh.
Sí. Sí, duele.
Alcatraz, the Golden Gate.
Thank you.
Plenty of seats. Your arm in, we're gonna hit those pilings, okay?
Say hi to my channel. Tujong. All ready to go.
So, watch your hands, fingers, and elbows on the railings. As we do slide out of the harbor, we come up against the pilings, and I don't want to pinch anyone's fingers, so be real careful. Put across the line as soon as you're ready, Roger. Lovely Martha's backing in.
Sorry. Going to
Watch your arm.
Alcatraz and under the bridge.
That's it. With the balloon
With the Balot.
and the Sanmig.
That's my friend.
That's my favorite.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
Key feature of the boat is to know your crew. Because in an emergency, we're going to be the ones helping you guys out. Answering your questions and telling you what's going on. So again, I'm in the wheelhouse the whole time on the PA system up here driving. My name is John, and Roger will be on the back deck there. Now, safety
We're going out
life jackets are located
the
inside
open sea. We are right here.
There were 60 life jackets aboard.
Woo!
More than enough for everybody on the boat. There's a life raft in front of the boat. It's a white container.
And these are $20 ride.
In case emergency. Never had to use any of this equipment in an emergency, but regardless, we're required to tell you where it's at. We're happy to do so. Now listen up. The main safety rule we have aboard the boat: you're not stuck in your seats. I repeat, you're not stuck in your seats. Stand up the whole time if you want to. Move around, but please never stand on any of the benches or chairs. Concrete building you can see with the roll-up doors. This is Fisherman's Wharf, the real Fisherman's Wharf, not the coffee shops, candy stores, t-shirt shops, and restaurants that you guys are going through, but the real thing. These boats on our left, the Commins, the Imperial, the Edward Letter, they go out and they make their day's catch. And that seafood that they catch is processed right here in these warehouses and shipped all over the world. Some of it gets shipped as close as a couple hundred yards away to restaurants like Stoma's. And we highly recommend Stoma's. It's a fantastic restaurant. I'll tell you, as much as we recommend a particular restaurant, we like to recommend across the bay before the building of the bridges. We no longer have partners. It's the highest grade Pier Maritime Museum. There's a big three-masted sailing ship, the Balot, over there. One of the fastest pinjackers in development. Made quite a few voyages around the southern tip of South America. It's an old hay scow, the Alma. An ocean-going tugboat, the Hercules. Check it out. The Maritime Museum. Alright, one last morning as we can cruise out into the bay. It's flat on, beautiful today. Not rough at all, but occasionally a ferry boat, a ship, a tugboat will cause a little bit of a boat wave that will balance us around a little. I'll try to warn you if I see it coming, but always hold on tight.
Sa Jeremiah O'Brien.
Oh, dito! Jump! Packers!
Say hi to my channel! Alcatraz. Oh, nakalapit din. Mas nakalapit pa.
Okay, off to our left, just coming into view, you can see that street that goes up between the high-rises there. Now that's Hyde Street. Hyde Street classic cable car streets. If you want to catch a classic cable car like you see on all the TV shows, movies, postcards, coffee cups, you name it, we're famous for them here. One block up the ladder to the right. Now that cable car, the High Street line, it goes up and over that hill. That hill is Russian Hill, and it drops down the other side to Union Square in Chinatown for shopping and dining. Costs a few dollars to ride and runs till about 10 o'clock at night. Now, if you don't want your placemat postcards, always buckle down, my friend. Now, straight to our left, this opening we're going by is called Aquatic Park. Aquatic Park is designated as a non-motorized zone for kayaking and swimming. You'll see some swimmers if you look way into freezing cold water every day. Take all comers if you want to join them. But I gotta warn you, the water temperature is about 55 degrees on average, far too cold for me to be jumping in. Or you can go for a walk instead on this pier here, Beauty Pier, public access, you can fish off of it. Go for evening strolls with a glass of wine or a beer, morning with a cup of coffee, watch the sunrise. Kind of protects where we tie up, it's our breakwater. And then just up from both of these areas, straight to our left, you can see the big red brick building. The sign on top there, Ghirardelli Square. Now, Mr. Ghirardelli came to San Francisco during the gold rush, but instead of seeking his fortune in gold, he sought his fortune in the cocoa bean. He actually patented the process for making powdered cocoa right here on the waterfront. Now, they no longer make that world-famous chocolate here in San Francisco. They moved the chocolate factory to San Leandro on the East Bay. They still sell it here, though. Cruise on over, get yourself some chocolate. Maybe go for a stroll on Manny Vera, swim in Aquatic Park. Ghirardelli Square. South or a foreign country during the Civil War era, really built to protect the gold, the wealth that had recently been discovered in the center of the state. Now, there were never any battles here, maybe because the forts were here, maybe they were just too far to come. The piers weren't even here back then. They were actually added later on to this military base during World War II. They were added to load troops, munitions, and supplies onto Liberty ships to fight in the Pacific. We'll show you a Liberty ship at the end of this tour. Back from the docks right here, 1.7 million men departed to fight in the Pacific. Now, in 1972, the government deemed it no longer necessary as a military base, and they shut it down. Gave it over to the public in the form of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. Kind of paved the way for other properties to be handed over in the same manner. There's a lot going on here. They have art gallery showings. A bunch of artists have their studio spaces here. There's a big art supply house. Go into their work.
Kabilang bay. Yung ano parang may sound waves dyan sa island na yan. Hindi ko nga lang alam kung ano yung tao. Yat Yan yata yung ano, Palace of Fine Arts. Yeah, yan yung Palace of Fine Arts. Diyan kami galing kanina. Ngayon, nandito nga kami sa bangka. Lalayag. Lalayag. San Francisco, malapit-lapit na tayo. Kaya mayang konti, dyan na tayo. So ako, salamat sa pagpunta. Nandito ako sa San Francisco. San Francisco Bridge. Dinayo pa namin to. Nag-drive pa kami na ito almost 15 hours to shoutout sa'yo. Ikaw ako official. Thank you, Dada. Serious ako dito. Meron akong GoPro. Tsaka live. Salamat sa pagpunta sa inyo. Thank you. Kaw ako. Sama ko kayo, ano lang to, 5 minutes lang to. 5 to 10, maybe 5 to 15 minutes. Yan, ito na yung ano, bridge. Ito yung asawa ko. Jen. Sama lang. Kapit. Baka may yun ang signal maya konti. Sama. Sama din sila ate oh. Oh my god. Whoa. Look that. Halos na sa ano na nasa sa tubig na yung ano. Sa Peking Jack. good, very good. You're looking for Balot?
Hey!
Looking for Balot. Yay! You don't like Balot? Oh no.
Lumpia, adobo, pancit.
Lumpia adobo pancit. Gusto adobo lumpia pancit, but they don't like the balot. they say almost there. Mr. Time Out, thank you sa pagpasyal. Nandito kami sa San Francisco Bridge, sa ilalim. Thank you sa pagpasyal.
Let's get outside to make sure. That's how we get over here.
Daming ano. Nasa ibon. Oo, Mr. Time Out. Golden Gate Bridge. Salamat sa pagpunta. Naipasyal kita dito. Maya-mayang konti, dadang kami sa ano, sa tawag dito sa Alcatraz. Ay, tapos na. Ayun, yung sa kabilang island, nandun yung Alcatraz. I don't know what side yung Sino na dyan? Yan, magpas na kami. Balik na kami. Shoutout ka muna. Yan eh. Shoutout.
Shoutout, guys!
Oh, kapit lang. Oh, Stephen Curry. Yan. Parang na kami pabalik na. Oh, kapit lang, kapit. Kapit lang, may signal nasa gitna ng dagat. Yan yung ano. Yung kabila is
Walang signal.
wala na wala sa'yo. Sa YouTube pwede, pag nawalan signal, pwede mo lang i-click ng internet eh. Aba, kung sa ano, GoPro.
Ate, mag-live po dito ako eh.
Sige, sino nag-gano sa'yo? Sino nag-dumakamala sa'yo? Ayun yung pinaka mainland ng ano, ng San Francisco. Yan ang mainland. Run lang siya, run. Dito po kayo sa mga pasero. Meron sa mga saksalan, madami din. Meron akong nakamit up na isang ano eh, vlogger, kilala na eh. Yung dadas yan eh, yung dadas vlog eh. Si Kuya Ray, lipat ko mamaya. Harap ka dito. Legit. Dito. Kaya kilala mo kayo dadas, Spearing. Meet up ko mamaya. Dapat meet up na kami kahapon pero mamaya ulit. Meet up ulit kami dalawa. Ayaw na kung what's the plan, maybe secret. Ito na yung Alcatraz. Yan. I don't know anong side kami nadadaan dito. Baka kabilang side kami. So nga, kakabilang side kami yata. Excuse me. Thank you. Sir, sorry. Kabilang side tayo, kabilang side. Ewan ko lang baka pumunta kami mamaya doon sa tawag dito sa arena ng San Francisco, baka dumaan kami. Try ko. Tapos para madagdag sa video, sa picture. Yan na siya, yan na yun. Yan na yung Alcatraz. Pero ano siya, may distance yata ang mga ganito, mga tourist boat. Hindi pwedeng masyadong dumikit. Kung hindi ko ngayon makapunta bukas siguro punta ko doon sa arena ng Warriors. Ito yung Alcatraz yan. Hindi ko alam kung anong side kami dadaan eh. Island pieces. Salamat sa pagpasyan. Ito yan. Ito yung island. Maraming salamat sa pag-thumbs up. God pieces. Pelikula na Godzilla. Parang yan yung sa ano yan yung sa may Godzilla, pumasok yung Godzilla doon sa may tulay. Yan yata yung bridge na yun eh. Time out, wala akong favorite na NBA team, pero ano kay Jordan ang player ko. Yung isa si Steve Nash. Oo. Hi, good morning po, Tita Agnes. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Ayan po. Salamat, Progreso, sa pagpunta. Maraming salamat po.
Prisons on shore were proving to be just as secure and way less expensive, so they shut it down. They moved all the prisoners off Alcatraz, and it lay vacant again for about 6 years. And then in 1969, in small boats, a group of Native Americans, Indians, came out and they claimed Alcatraz as Indian land. They were going to turn it into a reservation of sorts, a cultural center. It's a good idea. Unfortunately, though, a few bad seeds in the group started to burn and vandalize some of the structures. They started a couple of fires out here. When they did, the police boats were ordered to come and haul all the Indians off the island. Well, Alcatraz lay vacant again for a few years, and then in 1972, the Park Service took it over. It very quickly caught on as a tourist attraction. It is now San Francisco's top tourist attraction, with about 5,000 people a day allowed out here. It books up way in advance. If you've tried to get tickets out here, you know how difficult it is to get a ticket to Alcatraz. Weeks in advance right now. Well, the next best thing is to go around the island, tell you about the history like we did, and then point out some of the buildings. So let's do that. That 4-story building on the end of the island, that's the carpentry shop. If you were a prisoner on Alcatraz,
Yung malaki pala.
you could have a job or chore to do on the island, like working in the carpentry shop, the laundry facility, the bakery.
Yung mga
And
malalayo
it
na yan.
afforded you a little extra time out of your cell. Cell block is the main building on the top of the island, and there were 360 individual cells up there. They measured 6 feet by 10 feet. It was designed to have one prisoner in each cell. Oh, maximum occupancy out here, though, was only ever about 275 prisoners. The prisoners stayed in their cell 23 hours a day. They got 1 hour out, a combination of times, equaling about an hour for meals and recreation, stretching out in the rec yard by the water tower, unless they had a job or chore to do on the island. If they worked in the carpentry shop or the laundry facility, they got an extra 6 hours out of their cell. Again, you could see how it would benefit you to have a job or chore to do on the island. That 3-story building that says Indians Land on it, that was the island's bakery, food prep and storage area. The water tower, exactly that. They don't use it for fresh water anymore. They have tanks on the ground, but they do have to bring fresh water out still today. There's no source of fresh water on the island. Building to our right without a roof, that was the recreation area for the employees on the island. 70 guards and their families lived and worked out here. Tenement-style housing in that 4-story building next to the modern dock. That's where they lived. They stayed on this side of the island. The kids would go to school on the island until they reached high school age, and then they would take a boat into San Francisco to finish their schooling. Next in line, the white building with the archways. That's the Sally Port. The Sally Port's a fancy name for a heavily fortified gate. A drawbridge would lower down, and it's how you got on and off the island. That's the oldest building still standing on Alcatraz from the Civil War era. And then by the lighthouse up there, the other building burned down during that short Indian occupation. That's where the warden lived, the head of the island, the warden's residence. It was said by the warden that they kept the prisoners out here very well fed, fat and happy is how he put it. Recaptured. However, in 1962, a few years before Alcatraz closed as a prison, and probably part of the reason why it did, a group of 3 prisoners, Frank Morris and the England brothers, using spoons from the cafeteria, slowly chipped away at their soft concrete cell block walls. Eventually, they made holes large enough to escape. It took them months to do, and they hid their progress. Little paper. Controversial when it was first designed and planned and built, early 1970s, late 1960s. People said it wouldn't fit in with the skyline, but that's crazy. They're as famous as the bridges are here on our skyline now. And between the 2 buildings I just mentioned over that sailboat, you can see a concrete column with trees around it. That's Coit Tower. Coit Tower was commissioned and built by Lillian Coit, who was named after it. And it's a memorial to the firefighters who lost their lives fighting the fires that followed the 1906
mga nagdiwan ng thumbs up, maraming salamat po.
It was said that as a young girl, little Lillian